Alright, welcome to Fixed by Doc, and today we got another tent set up for the Army Shelter Half pup tent, and it's the truck setup. So here's my truck. It's just the standard single cab Toyota Tacoma, and this line here runs to the front pole, which I use my trekking poles because the poles that it comes with is too short. You need longer sticks, so you can use your trekking pole or stick off a tree or whatever you got. So basically it goes from the stick down to my front end, which you can tie it off to anything. Then I tie off this corner here, and it is imperative that this cord does run between the cab and the bed of the truck so that it gives a forward pull on it. The cab of the truck being a forward end, tailgate being the backwards pull. So it's imperative that this pulls the way it is right now. Even better if you get it back here, but it does have to overlap so that when the rain comes down it washes off and not into the bed. The back covers here, you snap those closed once you have it set up, and then you stuff it in between this crack here of the truck and the bed. This one here isn't necessary to hook off. As you can see, it's nice and tight there. Here again, just like the other end, it is imperative that this rope pulls around this way and comes around this corner here, so it pulls down and gives the backwards pull on it to keep this nice and taut. Here's the cord from this pole here, comes down, pulls down. I just tie it around the hitch on all these poles here. These ropes here for the poles are all on taut line hitches, and then again, same thing with this side. It's tied off the same way as the other side. So let's open it up. Here's what it is real quick, what it looks like from the side. Now keep in mind, this is a standard size, 5.5 foot bed, not quite a 6 foot bed. So it fits the Army pup tent pretty well. Now to open it up, what I've done on this end is I've crisscrossed the doors on it with a bungee cord here and there. So you would just undo, and it's really hard to do with one hand. But let me set the camera down real quick. There we go. So now I've undone the bungee cord, and while you're inside you can always reach between the tailgate and the truck. Addie, stick your hand out. See, here's Rainbow Bright's hand. You can just reach out with two hands and undo the bungee cord and let yourself out. I've already undone it.
Oh, well that explains why.
And then you can just flip these over this way. Unhook it there. The bungee cord is on there. You can use any other method you want to keep those doors closed. You can even just button them down and just let it overflap and just hang there if you want. But I find that if you don't get it set up just right, you won't get enough material flap over the rear two corners here. So, which is why I use the bungee cord, so I don't have to worry about that problem. It keeps it nice and taut and doesn't flip up. And so here's the inside view. Hopefully it's not too dark in there. I'm gonna hold it still here for a second so the camera can focus. But as you can see, Addie could stand about halfway up. Go ahead and get on your knees or sit down. So there she is, plenty of room to sit around, do what you need. Her and I and both the dogs could very easily sleep back here. Just lay down our air mats or whatever, and a little closed cell foam mats, however you want to do it. Now, I used to live in the back of my truck, a different truck. I had the Toyota Baja at the time, which is the bed is slightly different than the Tacoma beds, and I had roll bars in it. So if you got roll bars in your truck, basically you just slip that back half right over the roll bars, and it makes it a whole lot easier, or at least the style that I had. I don't have that truck anymore, so I can't show you. But with this truck, it very easily sits up. It does take 2 people to set it up. I'm sure one person taking their time and a little patience could get it up by themselves, but the long-awaited truck setup version. So I wouldn't trust this in a major storm. If there was going to be a real major storm, I would set it up so that it was on the ground rather than in the truck, and I'd make a raised bed for it to set over. But in light storms where there's not a whole lot of wind, and just when the ground may be muddy or soggy after a storm or something, this is a good way to set up.
Could you drive slowly with this on here?
I would not drive with this on here. Now, maybe if you're just changing your spot in the campgrounds because you're at
well, I think it's bug out.
if you're at one of those paid campground areas and you've got one site and then somebody leaves and they're right by a better site and you wanted to move, you could probably go about 5 miles per hour like this, but I would not drive down the road this way.
No, that would be legal, but yeah. I was thinking bug out emergency if you had to get out and you didn't have time to take it down and you just had to get out.
No, if you don't have time to take it down, I suggest with these knots over here being quick release, where you just pull the cord, like this one right here, it's quick release. I just pull this cord right here and this whole thing comes undone.
Wow.
And I pull this one right here, it comes undone. Pull the other 2, comes undone, and the front and back, because there's only 6 cords. And so you run around, unpull the 6 cords if you do them quick release, knock the poles down, and it all drops down inside the truck. And then you just toss your stuff in on top of it and take off if you had to. But I would not just, without taking it down, I would not just take off with it. So, but it does make a great tent. Like I said, in my old truck, I used to set this up, and I lived in it in my truck for 3 months like this and didn't have any troubles. I did have also one other thing I had besides the roll bars. I had the toolboxes that set up on the rails here, so it was much easier to have the canvas overlap the toolboxes. And on the toolboxes, I had these loops here. I had on the bottom of the toolbox on the outside so that I could strap plywood and stuff down. So what I had is I had tied them off to those loops instead of underneath the truck. And then when you have the roll bars and the toolboxes on the back with the right loops to connect it to, then you could drive it down the road because you're not worried about these poles, or you also don't have a rope going down the front of the truck.
Yeah.
Because you just tie that top point there off onto the top of the roll bars. Now I will have to say it sits a lot lower in that formation. So right now, Rainbow Bright, she's got good 2 or 3 feet above her head sitting up. Sit up real quick. Oh, sit up. See, she's got about a good, in the center, a good 2 feet, and at each pole point, she's got maybe 2.5 feet, almost 3 feet above her head. And if you got the roll bars and the toolboxes on the truck and you're doing that formation, then you're going to have however tall your roll bars are.
It's getting warm.
So, and yes, it stays nice and warm in here as the sun hits it. But if you're just using it for shade from the sun and whatnot, you can open up those back doors and you flip them over just like you've got right here, and you do get a breeze. But this is a viable bug out option. If you go to Biff's Military Surplus online, they're located in Marquette, Michigan, and just outside of Munising, Michigan. They sell these pup tents for $10 for each half, and that comes with 5 stakes and 1 set of poles and 1 shelter half.
Those
but
stakes are industrial.
that's for $10. And then you can get the whole set for $20, and you can set it up on the ground. You can set it up like this. If you watch my other video, there's like 6 other setups you can get. If you get 3 shelter halves, you can use the 3rd half as a canvas floor if you're setting it up on the ground. And on the 1st, I should have that. So I will show you that setup once I get the other shelter half. All right. I hope that answered anybody's questions. I know a few of y'all have been waiting for this setup here, and now that it's done, hope you like it. Thanks for watching Fix by Doc, and have a great day.